Hello everyone, it's B3 back with another action figure showcase. And we have some insane dinosaurs for you today. Speaking of insane, here's one whose sculpt makes him look absolutely psychotic, which makes sense because it is the Papo Acrocanthosaurus. One of my favorite dinosaur figures. Papo goes for cool factor over like scientific accuracy, which can be fun. I prefer scientific accuracy, but there is definitely a place for cool factor in my collection, dude. And this guy is insane. His pose is insane. His yellow eyes with the little pupil are insane, especially since they're like both looking different directions. It almost kind of helps it in a way. Horrifying guy. Really horrifying. And this was a horrifying dinosaur. We actually have evidence that they would jump on the backs of sauropods and attack them while running, which shouldn't be physically possible, apparently. But we have evidence that they did it. Or at least that one did it. Incredible figure, incredible sculpt, incredible paint. Really everything about it is just magnificent. If you want a truly insane looking theropod, this Acrocanthosaurus is the one for you. Just know it can be a little pricey. It is hand painted. Now, let's move on to a vintage figure. This beautiful Phoenix-esque Pteranodon. I have several of these. If someone can tell me what it's from or who manufactured it, that'd be a big help. It's really gorgeous. I need to just take a Google lens, honestly, through my collection. But I love all these feathers. You really don't see feathered pterosaurs anymore. I like how his little feet look like a little comb. You know? Check that out. Ooh la la! Something Ariel would, that friggin' seagull would find this junk and tell her to come over here with it. This probably is from around the time that movie came out. Oh well, pretty cool. If you know more about it, let me know. Moving on, another figure that I actually need a little more info on is this Styracosaurus. Actually, it's from the year 2000. I remember there was a museum gift shop that had, what they told me was they had these box sets of dinos, and it was just like almost a blank white box. And so instead of selling the box sets they didn't sell for a while, so they ended up popping the sets open and selling the individual dinos. And I got some, one of which was this really cool Styracosaurus. It's this beautiful teal that looks magnificent with my eyes, don't you think? And it's just really colorful. I like the big flush yellow. And Styracosaurus is one of my favorite ceratopsians, and he's so chunky. Look at his chunk. It's definitely a vintage type sculpt, for sure, from the year 2000. But if you can tell me what set this is from, it's called Museum Dinosaurs, Museum Quality Dinosaurs. It's not Wow Toys Museum Dinosaurs. Those are different. It's someone else. But if you know who made this, please let me know, because I would love to get the rest of them, honestly. Let's put you to the side and move into Schlank. Here is the Schleich Baryonyx. Baryonyx is one of my favorite dinosaurs, and I really like this look, this kind of bluish green with all the kind of yellowy tan stripes and whatnot. He's really kosh, daddy-o. Like his big claws for smacking fish out of the water. This is a cool Baryonyx piece. It's a nice size. Schleich can be a little pricey, but I really like the feel of these. It's a really cool figure. I do like Schleich. Sometimes their figures for dinosaurs specifically are ugly, but this one is really nice. Really nice. And moving on to the final figure of the hour, it is the Safari Limited Pteranodon. I believe this is still their current one. I love pterosaur figures in a walking pose. Absolutely love when pterosaur figures are in a walking pose. I really like this. I call him the tiger pterosaur because he has these really cool tiger stripes on the horn here. I think that's a really cool, unique paint for that. I like the big orange kind of sunset-y beak. You know, I'm a sucker for dinosaurs with sunset colors. Before you say anything, I know that this is a pterosaur. I know the difference between dinosaurs, pterosaurs, crocodilians, marine reptiles, etc. But, you know, sometimes, what am I going to have? A bunch of also pterosaur action figure showcases? No, just throw everything prehistoric and dinosaur. I did a woolly mammoth in one of these months, alright? It's fine. But this is a really cool piece. Safari Limited is very affordable for their quality. They shoot for scientific accuracy. What year is this sculpt from? This sculpt is only from 2019. It's pretty recent, all things considered. It's a really cool critter. So that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, poop, pee, whatever you gotta do. I'm delirious. I'm delirious, dude. That is it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. He flips away. I need sleep, man. I need sleep.